Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. 6 months. In 6 months. It's half Christmas. That's right, everybody. We're doing a half Christmas run because somebody wanted me to do that. I don't know. Whatever. Got a whole bunch of Christmas-themed weaponry, and, you know, that's as good as I can do. There's not that much that's Christmas-themed in this game. That's why I have a lot of things that scale with both brutality and survival and ice and, you know, like a wreath. Right? Right? Is this anything? Is this anything at all? I don't know. Let's just do a run. What is the most Christmas-themed route to go to? There is the real question, though. Because, all right, we got what could be considered something of a themed run going on, first off. At least the outfits fit. Festive outfit, various Santa outfits, as well as the one that is just a snowman. It's like, that all works well. Everything else, not so much. Also, am I going to go brutality or survival? I don't even know. Oh, and the diet, I suppose, should be... Castlevania-esque? You got like big turkeys and cakes? That's pretty Christmas themed, I would say. Yeah? Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with that. Alright, Rampart cause roofs. I mean, obviously it should be the cavern, one, because the cavern is where you get the festive outfit and everything in the first place. But then everything else, I want to say, is up for debate. What kind of debate? I don't know. Presumably pretty stupid debates, considering this is the run that we're currently doing right now. Ramparts cause roofs, I think, does work, though. Anything else? Because I'm running it through the old brain box, and it's like I'm coming up with nothing. I got cavern. I got yeah. Nope, this is about as good as I got. We can just go the easiest route possible then as well, because, you know, that also just makes it easier for me too. Check that out, though. Good parries at the very least. Whatever, I guess we're going brutality run. Why not? There's plenty of brutality-based weapons out here, as well as some other things that might appear as colorless weapons too. Right now, though, not really going to be using the ice crossbow because... yeah, you really need to build for that, you know? Fractured shrines for, again, sky stuff. Sure. There's no, like, wintry area. Like, not even an area that you could consider to be wintry, except for the caverns. And even that's kind of a stretch. It's more like a Mount Fire Eyes type of deal. Also, I don't know if I would really consider crystals to be that. Yeah, keep the brutality. Well, maybe I should be taking something that is both red and green because of the Christmas. How many times am I going to say Christmas over the course of this episode? So Christmas in Persona 5 soon? I'm currently in September. Absolutely not. Unless the game suddenly decides to start picking up the pace like it definitely has not up until now. Although I'm sure they probably do have a Christmas thing. They usually do put that in the game. From what I remember. I mean, it took until the newer version, not the Royal, what is it? The Golden for Persona 4 to get that, but it'd still work otherwise. Yeah. By the way, what's the most Christmas-themed mutations? There's another question too, because I don't really get like Frostbite. Okay, that'll work. What else though? Predator, gastronomy. I think gastronomy kind of makes sense. Barrel launcher, too late. Barrel launcher, I nixed because it was too not close enough. I guess I could take corrosive cloud. Of course, does inflict enemies with both bleeding and poison. So let's grab that. It's apropos, I guess. The heck is Crimbo? You don't know what Crimbo is? It's ask Great Britain. It's Christmas. There, I answered it for you. Don't know what Crimbo is. Ain't never heard the name Crimbo. There we are. And it's only slightly poisoned. Actually, the malaise was cleared out of this area, so it didn't even malaise me up at all. I honestly forgot that was a mechanic until, like, literally right now. Velocity because Santa is fast. Now, come on. Look, I'm willing to make some concessions just because there's not really a whole lot of justifications you can make, but that's a bit excessive. I guess the promenade is like the I don't know, residential area, and that's where people celebrate Christmas. This is about as good as I'm gonna do. Oh, didn't know about that. That's so good. As a lifelong player, or at least somebody who played Kingdom of Loathing for years, it's just like their daily Crimbo stuff was, yes, an obvious reason why that stuck in my mind for a while. Frostbite, yeah, gastronomy, Heart of Ice. I guess that's what we're looking at right now. Did malaise change again? No. It's still the same one that it is before, but once you clear malaise from an area, I guess you can't actually get malaised up from food. I knew that before, but I didn't really remember it too well, to be honest. There we go. Looking good, cool, Joker. Anyway, let's just... Look, I don't really know exactly... Again, this is the problem with doing runs that are based around, like, gimmicky builds. They're not good builds. They're builds that are meant to do gimmicks. Which are usually two very different things. You can make that work to a certain extent with, like, for example, if you go all in on electricity. Well, maybe not in this patch anymore, but prior to that point, it's like you could go all in on electricity and still have a pretty good run. I don't know if you could go all in on ice and have a good run, though. I think that one would just lead to you having problems. You know, where are my cursed sword runs? Well, this one was scheduled for today. It is a half Christmas episode. June 26th, 25th, one of the two, certainly. Whatever day it is today. But I suppose, like, next time we're going to continue. War Spear is both brutality and survival scaling. Hence, it's red and green. Hence, Crimbo. There we go. It's like that's... Look, otherwise, what melee weapon would I be able to use in this run? Answer me that. It's like, yes, War Spear might not be the most, like, Christmassy otherwise, but I'm sure it's just like we can be like, I mean, Christian nations have been in a number of wars. There's your justification. Because that's what you sound like, chat. That's what you sound like. Oh yeah, the war on Christmas. That is a thing. I forgot. I forget every time until, you know, like November, and then I roll my eyes once again. Wow, look at that go. The Nutcracker. Yeah, the Nutcracker is there. Nutcracker would be the one, I suppose. But it's just like, you're not following the Christmas vibe. I want to say yelling at people is definitely a Christmas vibe, especially if you were just talking about the war on Christmas. Powerful grenade is an ornament. You know, that actually works. In fact, I probably could have turned on all the grenades for that justification. Thinking about it right now, they're very, but especially the powerful grenade is very ornamental looking. Same thing with the cluster grenade, but that is already, you know, survival and brutality scaling, so it's on here anyway. You just saw it. So, okay, what is your justification for having a bunch of worms in the form of the swarm grenade being a Christmas-themed anything? Anything at all? Because with the little bow, they look like Cindy Lou Who? Is that it? Is that what we're saying? Finally learning from Yes? I've learned a lot from Yes. Like being your roundabout, or being the owner of a lonely heart. Or, you know, guiding my way through topographical oceans. Ah, come on. Electric Whip for Christmas lights. Actually, Electric Whip wouldn't work Magic Missile is very like Christmas lights because it changes a bunch of different colors and everything like that. That would work. The elves? You consider elves to be worms? I feel like that is... Hey, there we go. I will mess around with this sort of thing. Feel like that is, I don't know, something. Certainly it's something. One cannot say it's not something. Fire Blast because Santa's Scorpion in disguise. Yeah, see? Or like what? Christmas lights cause a lot of fires each year. I want to turn on all the fire stuff. The cozy, comfy fire at the fire home. Is that it? Is that what we're doing as far as justification goes? Because that's, again, that's what you sound like. Oh, the Alchemic Carbine because Christmas poison. You know, whatever. This is... It's like, I would not... I'm going to tell you right now, chat. I would not invite you over for Christmas. Clearly, what you would do is end up lighting the place on fire and poisoning everybody in the neighborhood. And you'll be like, but it's Christmas, though. You know how Christmas is. And I'll be like, no. This is what you would say. Now, then. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to with it on fire like that. But I want to get the 6 kills, though. Tombstone, because Jesus was reborn. We went through that before, that yes, stuff like the ghost outfit, stuff like the Tombstone could be very, you know, Scrooge-ish, but that's not the same thing. I'm not going to consider that. The ghost outfit explicitly says for Halloween. It's like, you can't, it's not, this is not the Halloween run. Do that in another like 2 months or whatever when we're at half Halloween. Or wait, no, that would be earlier than this. What am I talking? I can't do math. My inability to do math is why the toothpick should be used in this run. Am I right, Chad? At least we didn't suggest the War Spear. War Spear is at least red and green in its scaling, so it works. Halloween holiday. Merry Spookymas. It's a Spookymas. I'm doing the dance. You can't see it, but I'm doing it. All right, well, let's keep going. Toothpick is a Yule log. See, that's what this is. You're not going to burn a piece of wood that has a bunch of metal parts in it. I refuse to believe that that's going to be a thing that you would do. Ice items because Jack Frost. I mean, I have a bunch of ice items. Then, you know, I'm using the snowman outfit right now because it's that one at least is that's in the season, right? That whole thing. Tentacle because Santa is an eldritch god. Sure. He's a jolly old soul and also Nyarlathotep. Why not? Which I guess Nyarlathotep was supposed to be a jolly old soul if I'm remembering the lore right. At least compared to a lot of other characters. Whatever. There we go. Well, I can't really say that this is like a super good run, but it is a run that's going. One cannot say that I'm not getting at least somewhere here. Come on. There, man. At least I got a huge amount of cooldown reduction from that, I guess. Yeah. No, that's the 75%. I didn't take a Heart of Ice yet. That would be the one to take, of course. By the way, it is all in on brutality and survival. I'm sure, as you probably guessed from the very start of this run. Because it's like, you know, going brutality with green mutations, very Christmas-like. Yeah, but like, you know, I am going to be building both survival and brutality. I think that's just like how this one's going to go, right? I'm not going to balance out between the two. We're going to go mostly brutality, but then also some survival. Especially if I'm going to end up using a lot of legendary weapons, which if I can, I would like to. Oh no, I'm dying already. just like Christmas. Am I right, chat? Is that what you're gonna say? Jesus died on Christmas, just like me. That's not how that works at all. Wait. Am I doing an Easter run or a Christmas run? I forgot already, apparently. Hear me out. Ice armor for ugly sweater. Ice armor is here because, I mean, well, first off, I want to say that this, what I'm wearing right now, very ugly sweater just by itself. But, I mean, it's also, an ice theme thing, so it's already on the list, ready to go. I don't really know if you can justify it much more than basically it's ice themed, but well then. Oh, Heart of Ice because Christmas time is most likely time to have a heart attack. Is that true? I don't know that. I mean, yeah. Christmas complete. No. That was just me dying and turning into Santa Claus because I killed him, like in the hit movie The Santa Claus. You see? It all works. I was infected with the Santa spores and turned into a clone of Santa Claus. I mean, what I mostly remember about that movie is, like, seeing some people be like, yo, did anybody else think it was really hot when Tim Allen got fat in that one scene? Which still strikes me as being extremely hilarious to this day. Yo, but like really though. No, but like really. Anyway. Christmas complete. I knew it. No. To be honest, I don't find Tim Allen that attractive. I'll be honest. Yeah, it's like, it's, come on. There we are. Well, hey, at least it's relevant. It is once again relevant to Christmas. I made it work. Death Road to Canada also has a, can get Santa in that game, and when he dies, he turns somebody else into Santa due to the Santa spores. Which is the other thing that I always remember about that movie. And also, the third movie was called The Escape Clause, and the second movie starred an evil Tim Allen toy version of Tim Allen who was also Santa. Is this correct? I'm fairly certain it's correct. Anyway, I don't really remember too much aside from that, aside from the fact that the Toolman Taylor did in fact murder Santa Claus in that movie. Never forget that. Santa Claus is dead because of Tim Allen. It's just like, that whole thing. Dad bod fetishism aside. I don't know. Did Santa ever like come back in those movies? I never watched any of them. Did you know that there was a sequel to Jingle All the Way starring Larry the Cable Guy, I believe it was? Well, now you do. Actually, I don't know if that ever came out. I just remember hearing about it. Okay, Tim Alien. No, that's Galaxy Quest, which is also actually a pretty good movie, all things considered. It's just, I hope you like Star Trek, basically. Because if you don't, then much of it will be lost on you. Then you are lost. Because all food and no drinks makes a bad Christmas, so I need to use potion charges more. No! That's not, again, this sort of justification is absurd and nonsensical. You people don't know what you're talking about. Now then, hey, I'm back to survival at least, so now it'll make at least a little bit more sense. Let's take Heart of Ice because I wasn't doing it before. Hopefully I can get something that actually does, the stuff. Good freezing soon enough. because I'm a little bit worried about exactly how that is gonna go if it doesn't work like that. Taking a purposeful mutation. Here we go. This will at least be okay. Frost Blast is also, again, very Christmassy because you have snowball fights and whatever. Actually, I guess like the Ice Shock would make a little bit more sense in terms of that. Whatever. It's fine. Don't worry. I'm sure that that'll be showing up soon enough. Yeah? Okay. Actually, I thought I was going to get away with it. Did not quite work. The backpack mutation, yeah, I guess, Santa's sack and all that. Makes a certain amount of sense, if not a lot of sense. Acceptance because Santa isn't coming this year? Why not? Are you a bad boy? And even then, you still get, like, coal or something. It's like you're not entirely bereft of Santa visits just because you were bad. That is, of course, how it works. As far as I'm concerned. Though I don't actually know where you would just go get coal these days. Can you, I guess like a charcoal briquette sort of thing? But is that the same thing? It's not. It's specifically made for grilling. You have to be a little bit more... Like, if I was going to go buy a lump of coal, and maybe I will, you don't know, where would I go for that? How would I... Nutcracker is, again, a little bit more relevant comparatively. All right, I think I actually kind of have, like, a more or less themed run going, and not, well, Telluric Shock, I guess. Here. There. Yeah, okay, I think it's a little bit closer here. Go to the Devil Room and hope for Krampus. As somebody that was just finishing up a lot of the runs for Azazel, yes. By the way, Azazel is a super easy character to play as. However, the one thing I'm really fearing right now is playing as Jacob. I am so close to finishing up The Binding of Isaac forever. But it's like the idea that I still have Jacob left is striking fear into my heart. Like something Santa Claus. That's the only thing I can think of. Come on. Like Krampus, I guess. It's like, that's... Krampus is one of those things that I feel like, made it onto the internet pop culture, but it's like not a whole lot of people have a lot of fond memories thinking of Krampus, kidnapping children. All that's whole deal. Hey, Kinslayer, we're doing a half Christmas episode today, June 25th. Because somebody wanted to see this, and I got that whole thing on the point rewards that you can schedule something. So this is what we're doing today. I don't even know if the person that wanted to see this is in fact here right now. I told them they requested it during the Into the Breach stream last week, and I'm like, I'll do it. And I'm doing it. So it would be quite unfortunate if they weren't here. Which I say extremely threateningly for no reason. There. What do you got, though? Yeah. No. Actually managed to make that work anyway. Oh, Into the Breach stream was awesome. Which one? I did 2 this week. I actually finished the game. Like, I did surprising even myself. It only took a couple tries to beat that game. Yeah. But yeah, no, still have it on YouTube. I just don't want to put it up because it's so meticulous and tedious. The slowness of that entire series. The latest, at least that was like quick. Also, that was just pretty much the end of the game. So, at least for now, I don't know. I might that game is legit. I feel like I might go back to it at some point. Pay $16K for Doom. Okay, fine. We'll do Doom. We'll do Doom tomorrow. I guess now that I'm technically more or less done with the whole showcase, all we got is the Cursed series left. That it's like I am opened up for a lot more other stuff now. So please look forward to the full playthrough of Tangle Deep coming later today. You know what? I'm going to say it. Later today. I don't know. I also have Mark of the Ninja. That's up. A certain game that I still am debating if I even want to play in the first place. Yo, Radon, get out here. Tell me if you really want it. I know you haven't been here for the past few streams, but maybe you're still watching anyway, just silently. I don't know. I'm scared. I also have Concrete Jungle, if you want to go a little bit more like a mobile puzzle game style. I got that a while back because I'm just like, I don't know, maybe? But I have not done it. Those are the games that I own. Obviously, there's much more games to play, but those are the games that I currently have that I could start up right now that are on the list. I'm shocked that I didn't get hit there. Like, geez. Thank you, generous timing on that particular kamikaze bet. Oh, should make an ice sword. You know, ice sword, poison sword are the two that are missing. We got oil sword. We got fire sword in the form of the torch. We got everything pretty much. But poison sword and ice sword are not there. I guess ice sword is one of those ones that it's like, you can't, how would that even work? However, poison sword, on the other hand, been strangely missing. It's a Christmas miracle. Oh, true, there are snake fangs. I shouldn't forget. Yeah, snake fangs are one of the newer ones, but they are definitely what you would consider a poison sword. Very, very true. 5 seconds. Shouldn't have messed around with whatever dumb bits that I was messing around with. I don't even remember at this point. Anyway, just watching the cursed sword run. That was a cursed run indeed. Man, you weren't even there for like. I mean, I guess you could still watch it on the channel, the Twitch channel. But it's just like, yeah, you weren't even there for the start of the stream where it got real weird. Then again, during this stream, we did talk about Tim Allen. So, you know, it's 2 in one hand and. No, it's 6 in one hand and half a dozen in the other. I'm forgetting my dumb. What would you even call that? Hokey colloquialisms. Presumably, I want to say that a lot of future. Oh, is this good? It's not bad. Nah, I'm not gonna take it though. Presumably, future cursed sword runs will go a little bit better. Hey, there's good reason why I put that up at the same time as the run that I know everybody was more interested in. There. Close enough. All right. Yeah, but it's just like, you know, I do want to play Doom Eternal. After all, that is one of those games that it's like is intended to be streamed, and streams are a lot easier to do than video stuff. So, you know, it's one that I can get done a little bit quicker, potentially, depending on how much I want to stream. As we saw with, like, a Control, sometimes, you know, you'll get a little bit of stream shy, especially with a first-person shooter, though. So, hey! Oh, also, thank you, Miguel Chavez. Didn't even think about that. Didn't even notice that. Till right now. Thank you for subbing. Welcome to Christmas, where I get gifts in the form of subs. I mean, but kinda though. Thank you. Oh no. Oh, I don't like this elite here. There. I was healing. No, it's the bird watchers. Like, I told you, this is not really an optimal run in any respect. I feel like it was mostly just an excuse to argue about Christmas for an extremely, excruciatingly long time. At least that's what I assume, right? Okay. Also, maybe I am just playing a little bit carelessly because, dumb gimmick runs. That's something I was thinking about doing, though, now that I am more or less done with the showcases. Maybe? Well, I want to say yeah for the most part. And, instead go for, like, a viewer-suggested runs or something like that. Might be cool. Might be something a little bit interesting. There we are. Oh, use snake fangs because of Santa Claus. Again, this is... these are extremely big stretches. Ah, jeez. I mean, to be fair, I haven't really been doing a whole lot of streaming, especially on Twitch, until last year, I think it was. Thereabouts. It's mostly on YouTube prior to that point, but I mean, want to say streaming? If you're doing streaming, usually you want to do it on Twitch. That's more the stream place, I think. I don't know. Maybe that's changed up as of recent. That said, clearly I'm committed to it at this point. All right. Yeah. Scroll right there. Never forget about that. Then I guess just survival again. I don't know. It's sort of weird to say, but it's like it's shocking that in these dumb casual runs, even if it is with less than optimal equipment, that I'm still not able to get past the ramparts of all places. I suppose if I just heal a little bit more in more reasonable areas, that could work out well too. Nah, I don't know. Do a ninja-themed stream as a suggestion? Yeah, sure. What did you have in mind? Oh. Ninja-themed could mean a lot of things. I told you to drink more. Fair enough. I still think you're wrong, though, as far as that being Christmas-themed in any way. I mean, it's just like, yes, Christmas is for booze and candy, but still. It's not the same thing. I'm just going to sell that. I already have something that gives me 2 survival, and I already have something that... just something else. I don't know. Whatever. Ugh. Good. She managed to get out of there. Okay. There's no milk and cookies weapon? I mean, there is like a candy cane key, but that's a key. It's not, something that I can carry with me for the rest of the run. There aren't any... I mean, I got like the Castlevania-esque because, big turkeys and cakes, but I don't think there's like any cookie-themed stuff. Oh, man, thank you, KVJR. Oh, boy. Oh, man, that is a lot of subs. 10, in fact. I don't know, anything you would like to see as far as dumb theming goes? Because... Or, suggested runs? Because you know what? I think that's giving it to people who give me money. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? Shut up. I'm doing it. Yeah, it's like if I'm going to open up suggestions, why not? It could also just be do more cursed sword runs, because that's also the plan right now. Okay, maybe Hayabusa boots, katana. No, but boots and katana kind of override each other. It would be katana and like throwing knives or something. Other than that, you probably want smoke bomb, phaser, light speed, perhaps. Explosive decoy. What else? What else? Those are the ones that I would go for. And invisibility necklace if you can get it. That's pretty much what I would say would be ninja themed. Also, I swear I've done something like that before. I mean, I could also just, turn them on and kind of like switch out between the katana and everything. But katana's just a good weapon by itself. You saw the episode. good and successful. Which I feel like when I'm doing the pre-recorded stuff, that's does show that I do in fact know how to play this game. It's just, you know, trying to talk at the same time is perhaps maybe where I run into some problems. We'll just say that. Well, trying to read chat and talk and everything is where I run into problems. Heart of Ice is actually something that's going to be useful here, especially with the thing. We'll see. Katana is my favorite. It's a good weapon. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. It is. It's good. I think there's still better stuff. I mean, God knows that, again, in the last episode, you can see something that it's just will destroy bosses like nothing else, except for the final boss. Because that is always just such a weird thing with that weapon. I mean, I guess thematically, sure, but still. Since when does thematically come in terms of gameplay? Sometimes, but not usually in like Dead Cells. I just die a lot because I try to act cool with it. That was the best comment on that video. It's like, yeah, which is exactly what you should do. You know how many times I've died in Dead Cells just trying to style on enemies, often for no reason? You know how much damage I was taking in the last run just because I was trying to style on enemies for no reason? It's an important part of the game. This game makes you look cool, and it's not through canned animations or, you know, like big set pieces. It's actually just a game that makes you look cool when you do it well. I love that about it. Yep, there we go. It's like a fighting game in that way. Cool as pizza. Pizza is pretty cool, though. Shut up. Pizza is cool. What run are we doing today? It's half Christmas, June 25th, so we're doing a Christmas-themed run. About Christmas. Kind of. Sort of. More or less. Yes and no. It's just, yeah, forget how many weapons. So far, the Showcase series is at 107 episodes. And that is with, a couple weapons being done twice, I think, taking 2 episodes. But mostly, it's like there are more episodes that are combining several weapons being showcased at the same time. Up to 4 in one episode with the Nutcracker one. Nutcracker, Wolf Trap, etc. and so on. So yeah, there's a lot of weapons in this game. They've been working on it since 2017 with pretty constant updates. And I could not be happier because, again, even after all this time, I do still very much like this game. I can't believe I got hit there, though. Sure. Seems good. Seems good. Did a run with the Iron Staff. It's by far my favorite weapon. It's a good weapon, one that I haven't used enough. I feel like that's one that sort of like there's a lot of weapons that I feel like I might have been somewhat unimpressed or didn't really show off well enough despite liking them a lot. Punishment is definitely one of those, as well as what was the one that I used, what I've been using an awful lot recently? Can't remember. Rhythm and Bazooka, I feel like I always like, though. And that one also comes up a lot as just, hey, this is a good weapon. Katana, I suppose. It's like, yeah, it was sort of semi-unimpressive in its first outing, but then was still pretty damn good. Where's the Santa outfit? It's in the rotation. Don't worry, it'll probably show up. As you do. I have all of the Christmas-themed, well, Christmas or wintertime-themed outfits prepped up and ready to go, changing in between each one of the areas. Yeah, the Pierce All Enemies is pretty good here. I'm going to say that right now. This is the combination that you want with this weapon. All right, come on. Can I get past the third area and at least beat one boss for the love of God? Surely my gamer credit is on the line, even though it's already been taken away. I'm pretty sure people have already taken my, gamer membership card away from me several times. I mean, there chain weapons, they do have the there's of course the hook shot, the grappling hook, which has been in the game for a very long time, been pretty unimpressive for a very long time. Gotten better, but I wouldn't really say that's ever gotten like super good though. Good for like big burst damage, which, you know, bosses counter extremely well, so that's why it's not always the most effective way to go about doing a run. At least that's what I've found. I mean, same thing with like smoke grenades, same thing with like, I suppose, you know, now I'm thinking about it, Serenade did have a good outing on like the second time I took it out more recently. Wasn't quite enough to bring it to the finish line. Still pretty, I want to say it was still pretty impressive when you actually got it working for you. Certainly when I don't have the stress of trying to show it off, it looks a little bit, I think it looks a little bit better. At least that's my opinion on the matter. I still think it's one of those, somebody described it as a babysitting item. And it's just like, it's hard to justify a babysitting item in the game. It's gotta be real powerful. Stuff like the Valmont's Whip, stuff like skill-based weapons, I've called them before. Stuff like Rhythm and Bazooki, very powerful, very difficult to get critical. That whole deal. Still don't think that Serenade quite matches up to that. There's the Iron Staff, by the way. I'll keep it in the backpack in case I feel like taking her out. After all, we're just talking about it. Nah. Should have gotten that. I should have just went back and killed 20 more enemies. What about a summon themes with Mushroom Boy and Owl of War? Add to it what you must. What would other things to be adding to that run? Rhythm and Bazooki for the really special loot run, but I did that for the Rhythm and Bazooki run. That was what I did for the showcase of that weapon. But what else? I don't know. I think Mushroom Boy and Owl of War would be very good as long as I turn on all colorless items. Because they're two very good weapons. They're just, you know, also two very mutually exclusive stats. Survival and tactics generally don't play together very well. Hokuto's Bow would be a way to buff them up. I mean, that's just, you know, oh, well, that's a way to buff up just about anything. But I think Swarm would be another one. That's another summon weapon. But again, that would kind of... I suppose if you wanted to go like Swarm plus Owl, then you wouldn't even need to turn it on all colorless mode. But, you know, what more do I need to say? I'm just trying to think, like, is there any like specific summon weapon? Ferryman's Lantern. Ferryman's Lantern is a summon weapon. It summons little wisp guys, but I would call that similar enough. Yeah, I think, and then Serenade, of course. It's like you can take Serenade out as well. That's another obvious summon weapon. Thinking like main hands, though. And although Serenade is a main hand, it kind of exists in two slots at once, so it's not quite the same thing. Oh boy, that was close. At least it's going a little bit better than it was last time, I'll say that. Ah! Ooh! Nice. Okay. That was close. Should add a new option, use all slots for skills or weapons? That would be interesting. I don't know how you would do that for, like... Yeah, like making it so that you could customize the weapon slots a little bit more. That would be interesting. I don't know if it would be super good. Obviously, yeah, when you're talking like summon stuff, having just like 4 turrets would probably be a pretty good run, actually. Because turrets are good. I ain't never been afraid of talking about that. There we are. Hey, and even a more powerful version of the staff. I guess it's actually not that much more powerful. Usually you expect to get something a little bit better off of an elite, but I suppose I got that from a rest area, so That is pretty much as powerful as it's gonna get. What do you got here? Interesting. Big if true. What to do? I don't want to say Huntsman's Bow. Not wow, it is 4 times damage. It's a present, so I have to take it. No. Yes. No. Chat. Chat. What do you think? Do it? Well, KBJR, you know, you are the one that did gift a lot of subs there, so I, of course, have to defer to your wisdom. Let's go. I'm ready for it, baby. Nope. No YOLOing for you today. YOLO and dead. Do I at least have, like... No, this is a very simple weapon. Oh, yes, it is. It is not one that is... Hey, come on, really. It is not one that is... You know... Yeah. Let's see how this one goes. Survival, though. Justification for the Marksman's Bow. I told you, it was a gift. Seeing a 4 times damage weapon is a gift, and that's why I need to take it. There's your justification. Is it good? No. Ow. Is it good? No. But it is a okay. To be fair, that's probably what I deserve. Should have gone with I knew I should have gone with the... well, it was going to happen regardless. Every hit was basically a one-hit kill there. There's your Santa outfit, by the way. Got infected with the Santa spores once more. Okay. That's enough. Clearly. Yeah, Jesus. See? It caused somebody to say Jesus, which is very Christmassy. I rest my case.